students, welcome back to our session. Today's session we are going to discuss operation of matrices, addition of the matrices, subtraction of the matrices, multiplication of the matrices. Along with that, we are going to discuss a transpose of the matrices and inverse of the matrices. Addition of two matrices. Addition of two number is easy. 5 plus 10 is equal to 15, 2 plus 7 is equal to 9 and so on. But how are two matrices added? Before we move on to how they are added, we need to know one simple rule. Two matrices can be added even only if they are of the same order. Yes, both the matrices have to be the same order for the addition to be possible. Now, let me give you two matrices and you have to tell me if they can be added or not. The first matrix is 1 minus 2 in a row and the second one is 4 minus 7 in a column. Can these two matrices be added? Refer to this rule and answer this question. To know if they can be added, we need to look at the orders. The first matrix has 1 row, 2 column. The order will be 1 by 2. And the second matrix has 2 rows and 1 column. Its order is 2 by 1. Are the orders same? No, they are not. This tells us these two matrices cannot be added. Order or different cannot be added. Here is another example. Can these two matrices be added? Find the order of each and see if addition is possible. The first matrix has 2 rows and 2 columns. Its order will be 2 by 2. And the second matrix as well as 2 rows and 2 columns. Its order will also be 2 by 2. As the orders of both the matrices are the same, they can be added. There should be always our first step. Before we move on to the addition, we should check if they can be added or not. Once we know that they can be added, we can perform the addition. So, how to add the two matrices? We simply add the corresponding elements. What do you mean by corresponding elements? Which we have the same position in those two matrices. 1 and 5 are the corresponding elements. Both are the 1, 1 element. 2 and minus 6 are the corresponding elements as both are 1-tooth element. 2 and minus 6 are the corresponding elements as both are 1-tooth element. Minus 3 and 7 are corresponding elements of 2-1 element. 4 and 8 are the corresponding elements of 2-tooth element. Let's see how the addition of corresponding elements is done. We will have 1 plus 5 here. This is a 1-1 element of the final matrix we will get. We will have what will be the 1-tooth element to get these elements here. We add the 2 and minus 6 of the individual matrices, that it will be 2 minus 6. In this position, we will add these two elements minus 3 plus 7 and this position we will be added 4 and 8. We will have 1 plus 5 here. This is the 1-1 element of the final matrix we will get. What will be the 1-tooth element here? We add 1-tooth element of the individual matrices, that it will be 2 minus 6. In this position, we will add these two elements minus 3 plus 7. Here, this is a 2-1 element of the final matrices. In this position, we will add these two matrices 4 plus 8. Now we just need to solve these expressions in each of the position to get the resultant of the matrix. 1 plus 5 is 6. 2 minus 6 is minus 4. Minus 3 plus 7 is equal to 4. 4 plus 8 is equal to 12. This is our final answer. To add these two matrices, we added the corresponding elements of the matrices. Also, make sure you observe the final matrix we got 2 by 2. We will always be the same as the orders of the individual matrices to summarize. First, check if the matrices can be added using this rule. If yes, then add the corresponding elements of the individual matrices to get the final matrix. Understanding subtraction of matrices is very easy because it's pretty similar to addition of matrices. The rule to check if subtraction is possible is exactly same as the rule of addition of matrices. Two matrices can be subtracted if they have the same order. Yes, they have to be the same order. If not, then the subtraction is not possible. We will understand this better with a couple of examples. The first matrix we have 1, 4 in 1 row and the second matrix we have 2, 3 in row. Is this subtraction is possible? I am not asking you to subtract two matrices. I am just asking you if it is possible to subtract this matrix from this one. To know If they can be subtracted, we need to know the order of each. Pause the video and find its orders. The first matrix has one row and two columns. Its order will be 1 by 2. And as the second matrix also has just one row and two columns, its order is also same as 1 by 2. Subtraction is possible here. The second matrix can be subtracted from the first one. But how do we subtract it now? If we assume this to be A minus B, we need to subtract the elements of B from the corresponding elements of A. 1 and 2 are the corresponding elements, 4 and 3 are the corresponding elements. What will be the elements of the resultant matrix? The 1 1 element will be 1 minus 2 and the elements of A is subtracted the corresponding elements of B. 1 2 element B 4 minus 3. Now we just find these two elements to get the resultant matrix. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So we write 1 1 element as minus 1. 4 minus 3 is 1, which becomes this 1 2 element. This is our answer. Notice that the order of the resultant matrix is also 1 by 2. The order of the resultant matrix will always be same as the order of the two matrices in question. Let's look at one more matrices now. Subtract this matrices from this one. Try it out. To know if this matrices can be subtracted from this one, we first need to find the order of each. The first matrix has 2 rows and 2 columns. Its order will be 2 by 2. And the second matrix has 2 rows and 1 column. The order will be 2 by 1. Orders are not same, which means they cannot be subtracted. So remember, before performing the operations, check if they are compatible for the subtraction. And only if they have the same orders, we move on to the subtracting the elements of one matrix from the corresponding elements of the other. How do we find the product of two matrices? Before we find out how two matrices are multiplied, we need to check for their compatibility. Only if they are compatible, they can be multiplied. But wait, how do we check for compatibility? How do we know if two matrices can be multiplied? We will come to this, don't worry. But before that, let me ask you an easy question. Let's say we multiply two numbers 2 and 3. We know that is also equal to 3 times 2. 2 times 3 is equal to 3 times 2. This is a commutative property of the multiplication. X multiplied by y will always equal to y multiplied by x if x and y are numbers. But let's say there are two matrices A and B. Will A times B always equal to B times A? The answer is not always. The order in which matrices are multiplied, so if we find out that A times B is compatible, it does not imply that B times A is compatible. We need to check for compatibility of each of the product. Now let's move on how we can check for compatibility. Okay, here the rule the product AB is compatible. If note that we are talking about A times B here and not B times A. A is the first matrix and B is the second. So that the product AB is compatible. If the number of columns in the matrix A is equal to number of row in the matrix B. Yes, AB is compatible only if the number of columns in A is equal to the number of row in B. Let's see a couple of example. Can this matrix being multiplied with this one? We don't have to multiply. We just need to check the compatibility. Look at the rule again. AB is compatible if the number of columns in A is equal to the number of row in B. Here the first matrix has one column and the second matrix has one row. The numbers of column in this matrix is equal to the number of row in this matrix. And hence this multiplication is possible. Here the second example. I encourage you to pause the video and check if this multiplication is possible or not. For this to be possible, the number of columns in the first matrix has to be equal to the number of rows in the second matrix. The first matrix has 1 columns in the second matrix has 2 row. 1 is not equal to 2. This multiplication is not possible. Remember the simple rule, the number of columns in the first matrix should be equal to the number of row in the second. Keeping that in mind, I want you to complete the next sentence. Assuming A and B are matrices, BA is compatible. Easy this, it will be compatible if number of columns in B is equal to the number of row in A. It's the same rule, the number of columns in the first matrix should be equal to the number of row in the second matrix. Is this multiplication is possible? 2 columns and 3 rows. No, it is not possible. What about this one? 3 columns and 3 rows. Possible? Now you note this. It's easy to find out if 2 matrices are compatible for multiplication. The number of columns in the first matrix should be equal to the number of row in the second. Only then the multiplication is possible. A good way to find out if multiplication is possible is by writing the order of the matrices. Let's see how it helps us. Look at the first example. The first matrix has 3 rows and 1 column. Its order will be 3 by 1. The order of the second matrix will be 1 by 2. We see 4 numbers here. Multiplication is possible. Then if the second and the third number are equal, 1 equal to 1, multiplication is possible. The order of this matrix is 2 by 1 and that of this one is also 2 by 1. Here 1 is not equal to 2. Multiplication is not possible. In the third example, 2 is not equal to 3. Hence multiplication is not possible. And in the fourth matrix, 3 is equal to 3, hence the multiplication is possible. Hold on, some of you might be thinking that writing the orders is a waste of time and just finding the number of columns in the first matrix is equal to the number of row in the second matrix is enough. Hold on, some of you might be thinking that writing the orders is a waste of time and is just finding the number of columns of the first matrix is equal to the number of row in the second matrix is enough. But there is a reason why writing the orders helps us.